Yo, welcome back everybody to FM Pro Heights. Today we're going to be diving into Hydrasz's height case, so let's get right into it. First off, what does Hydraszn claim? He claims to be 6'3". What does the community think about this? So off bat we can see Webster here says he's almost the same height as Clicks, who he says to be 5'9". We also did a video on him. We cracked his real height. Zin Rip Rara says, bro, you are not tall. And then this random guy says, you are not 6'3", standing next to Cypher PK like that. So it's already not looking good for him. So let's check with my analysis to see his true height. Okay, we have him here with this streamer Quackity, or YouTuber, who is maybe a little over 5'7". And we can see that him next to Quackity is a little over 4-inch difference. Maybe 5, you could say. But here's an example of a 4-inch difference, so you can judge. But I would say he doesn't look more than 6 foot here. Here he is with Nick A30, who is a little over 5'9", and he actually looks very short here. He looks, I would say, maybe 5'11" flat here, at most. He doesn't even appear to be 6 foot here, really. So his claim's definitely not adding up so far. Here we have him with XQC. And XQC, I almost have his exact height because he was next to this NFL player here who measured 6 foot and 1/8 exactly at the NFL Combine. And XQC is maybe slightly shorter, maybe the same height. It's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, he looks a little taller than 6 foot XQC, around the same range. So it's not a great photo, but you get the point. Here's a better photo. We have him here with Oliver OG. We made a video on Oliver OG already, and we got his height confirmed. And he's very slightly shorter, almost the same height it seems. So okay, he's okay, looking close to 6'1" there. Alright, now we have Hydraszn with Aussie Antics, who is about 6'4" on the stadiometer, and we have that here from the Fortnite Pro Frieza fan had given me his true height. So shout out to him for giving me his true height, and he sent me this from the doctor's office actually. So he's just under 6'4", and he's slightly behind Aussie, so we could see they're relatively the same height. But Hydraszn is nowhere close to 6'4", multiple inches shorter than him. So what are we thinking so far on the verdict? I'm gonna say he looks about 6'1.5" range. So it's very typical for people to claim 6'3" in this range. You have people like Reet doing it, Faxity doing it. So yeah, it's not uncommon, but I would say this is an above average height in America, but this is not a good height, especially in Europe or amongst attractive people or Netherlands people. So this is about where he would stack up in relation to them in this graph right here. And for the final slide, I also heard that he is getting jaw surgery very soon, so we can do an assessment on that actually, on what he needs. I did a little mock-up draft right here for him. So he does have some visible recession, but it seems that he would need a Pogonian advancement of about 15 millimeters here or so. So he does need a pretty big BSSO and a genioplasty as well to give him the lower lip support. But yeah, so he should be aiming for something like this on his scans and planning. So yeah, that's all. When I heard that he was getting jaw surgery, I was like pretty shocked. But you know, that's pretty good that people in the Fortnite com are now trying to ascend actually.